that I think is interesting is also the discussion around desktop appraisals. So we've seen the flexibilities that the GSEs and others put out there with respect to COVID. One of the options was a desktop appraisal, and there's many that think that that's also part of the future state solution to help with some of the capacity constraints and other things. But what are your thoughts on desktop appraisals?
Well, from a liability perspective, desktops are actually a better option for the appraiser because you're able to not have to take full responsibility, the way the whole process works. I hear a lot of appraisers think exactly the opposite. Like, well, it's more liability on me as a professional because, we're making these assumptions or, however you're going about it. But long story short is, the proper disclaimers in the report actually protect you more because there's less that you can. If someone's going to tell you the wrong information, you're not responsible for that. As long as you feel like it's credible when you're given to it. We've done quite a bit of the desktop work and alternative exteriors that have been ordered because of the COVID protocols. And we've been utilizing a proprietary program where we actually send a survey to the borrower, and I won't turn one of those in without having pictures of the interior of the property. Now, I have some lenders that don't like that because they're like, well, you're holding up the process because the borrower, for whatever reason, doesn't want to do it. And it's like, well, I'm signing the report, so and I know I'm allowed to talk to the borrower under the new protocols. However, this gives me I feel like it's a more objective way of them presenting the property to me, because a homeowner can very easily tell you, yeah, we've remodeled the bathrooms and the kitchens. Well, if you send me a picture of it and you tell me that you've done that also in the narrative, it works out really well because then I have a credible source that I feel like we can really rely on. And I know that Core offers some type of survey as well. We haven't used what you guys have got, but I know that a few of the companies out there, like you guys, have created some similar surveys or technology tools where the appraisers can actually send that out to the contact on the property and get that information.
Yeah, there's a lot of COVID certainly spurred on a lot of innovation, and it, I like to think it opened the door that might not have otherwise been open to experiment and try some of the really cool tech that's out there. And I think all of us in the industry are hopeful that a lot of it sticks, and then we're nervous about some of the changes too, because no one generally likes change, but I think we all also recognize there does need to be change. So
absolutely.
Go ahead. Sorry, go ahead.
I was just going to say that we're not a static industry, or profession rather. I don't like using the word industry because we don't actually manufacture anything, but we are a profession. And in the end, a good professional is always evolving with what the market needs. And I think a lot of times appraisers don't listen to the clients enough and say, okay, how can I help you solve the problem? And maybe that's one of the reasons that we really haven't been approached as a profession really to help solve this issue, like bifurcation and these alternative products. We're sort of just dictated to what can and can't happen. But great appraisers are going to always evolve with the time. And technology is a great thing, and good technology in a good professional's hands. It's a win-win situation.